because they're recorded. And he, like, I mean, like, he was talking about them being in Jersey, and like everyone thinks that it was in Florida, but they were flying. They were took flights, and it was like, I think he said the day before, 2 days before. I don't like to do the time frame exactly because I might be incorrect, but he was saying it was really close to the times of the attack. And you know me, I get all my information jumbled up. But he was saying it was really close to the time of the attack. And like I said, he was on his list as having taken that plane out. And then too, isn't there information about how the Bush and Osama's brother had lunch or whatever, like the day before, where we were like chilling, chit chatting,
I
cutting
don't,
it up?
I don't know. I
You haven't
mean,
heard?
I remember what happened. They shut down all their flights out of America, and then only the Bin Ladens were allowed to leave. I remember that specifically.
And then, okay, so we all know that he was working. Osama bin Laden was trained by the CIA, and then he's like basically the scapegoat. And it's crazy that he was allowed to leave after, you know what I mean, after they kind of set him up, quote unquote, framed him. I don't. I still to this day, you can tell me that they blew him up and they brought back his head to prove it. He's not dead, and he's
I
just
don't.
hiding.
And they
Yeah,
didn't.
like
They didn't do that. No. I've got a
They didn't
friend.
bring back his.
I got a friend that's in the or was in the military, and he used to have to do shit like that. And what happened? Okay, and despite what all these fuckers are telling you, what happened with a black ops operation like that? Okay, when freaking they send people in, like there was 2 helicopters and one crashed, right? What happened was is they freaking had to blow that other one up so that freaking nothing remained of it. So the one came in and then they freaking let's say they did kill him, okay? Now
hypothetically.
what they did is they freaking brought his body onto the helicopter. And the first thing that freaking they're supposed to do is they're supposed to pull the teeth. Every freaking tooth in his mouth comes out. Now after they pull the freaking mouth, if they're over freaking the water, that body goes straight into the water, period.
Right.
Okay?
With some weights, yeah.
The only thing they freaking collect of the freaking body is the teeth, and that's because they need the DNA and they need the freaking they need the dental records.
Yeah, because you can be identified no matter how bad it is with the
I reckon there
yeah.
was nobody, and they covered it up by killing the whole Navy Team 6 people that went there because they knew they couldn't keep a secret. Did you notice how the whole team died like within a year after that?
Yeah.
Kind of like what's happening with Bitcoin and stuff. Yeah,
And
wild.
nobody really ever got to see the video because, like, if you pay attention to when, what's her face, Clinton, she was sitting there, Obama was sitting there, and they're staring at a camera. That's nothing more than a reaction film. They wanted you to see their reaction as they seen it, as they were horrified. They even gave a surprising face. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's a speech, hold on, of President Bush talking about how when the first tower, when he was outside of the classroom, when the first tower struck, he's like, yeah, and they told me of the attack, and I was getting ready to go inside the classroom, but allegedly, the news that we saw, he was inside of the classroom when he first found out about what was going on. Also, let's talk about them removing all their stocks, put options and buy options, and they took a bunch of put options. Basically, they said, hey, these stocks are going to fall. Why are they going to fall? Because we're going to blow up some shit. And that's exactly what they did. You don't do that like a week before. You know what I mean? Like you like, but I really convinced it was for that gold. I'd like to know where the gold is.
To be honest, I mean, I think it was to freaking change the direction of policy. It's like I said before, freaking the disclosure hearings were freaking just a day before. You know what I'm saying? And disclosure doesn't just have to do with freaking alien conspiracy. And everybody seems to think that, you know what I mean? Because you got freaking Dr. I forgot his name. He's the one that wants to hold hands and freaking sing chants so that the aliens will come down and see you. You know? And that's nothing more than a government shill right there. That's all he is. Okay? He wants to go out and hang out next to Area 51 and convince you that these aliens are good guys and they're just there. All you got to do is meditate real hard and they'll talk to you and hold your hand.
Stephen Greer.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not afraid
Greer.
of aliens. More, who do you
Dr.
fear
Greer.
more, or who do you feel like causes more room for concern? The aliens, or the people that are attempting to promote the aliens, or the people that are attempting to deny the aliens' existence? Who do you think are more detrimental to our existence?
I I think freaking when it comes to aliens, freaking, everybody has a right to their own opinion, but
Yeah,
when people are purposely trying to freaking attack
sway you
people
in a certain direction.
who believes in aliens, those people freaking have an agenda. Okay? There's a reason why they want you to think freaking that ufologists are cuckoo. All right? It's it's
Yep.
it's it's not just because freaking they believe in aliens, because if that was the case, then they would do something. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Say your mama said hi.
So I actually think it's a bit more complicated than that. I and I base this on, again, remote viewing data that I've seen. So I actually am, and a bunch of whistleblowers that I've come across. I actually think, first of all, it's pretty fucking obvious that aliens are real.
Right.
Like, we see it in all our ancient mythologies all around the world. They've already admitted it basically on TV, what you have to think to yourself is, what are the implications of that? Okay, so the implications are, you know, the stories are real about Area 51 and those UFO crashes back in the 40s and 50s. That means we've had about 70 years of reverse engineering alien technology, which means we've already got technology that can take us to Mars, probably much further than that, which means there's probably already military bases on the moon, on Mars, and they know that Musk is about to send some ships up there, and the public is about to find out about it. So they have to start breaking it to the people. Otherwise, if the people find out they've been lied to, just like abruptly, heads are going to roll. So that's the reason I think for the last 70 years they've been condemning people that believe in that stuff, and now all of a sudden they're like not tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists anymore. All of a sudden it's on TV, military people are talking about it. It's because this stuff they know needs to come out, but they don't want to tell us the whole truth. They still want to be
They're
able to
just
control
distracting
what.
us.
That's
They're
it.
distracting us, and I feel like the aliens will be quite pissed off because they've been holding them captive. So the aliens maybe have been cool or been willing to work with us, kind of like the white settlers did when they came to Africa. Like Africans was really cool with these people. The same with the Native Americans and the Pilgrims. Everybody was cool, but these people came and wanted to bogart some stuff and take some stuff from people, and they were not really cool. They were free, willingly given all the knowledge and information and power that they never had to ask for. And instead of being grateful, they had to be greedy. So they started putting these friends, should be, into captivity. And as a result of putting them into captivity, they're pissed off and they're starting to act crazy, but not really, because the truth be told, these people would like to be able to present some type of power over infinitely powerful existence. And that's the part that's causing them a type of discourse, because now we might have a little bit of issues that we're going to have to go ahead and mention it. Go ahead and distract them with this because we have this going on. I got to tell you, aliens exist because I'm going to blow you up over here, but I'm going to blame it on the aliens who were supposed to be our friends, and we wouldn't even be able to have this information and knowledge had it not been for them. But we're going to use what they gave to us so nicely, so freely, so openly, in order for us to be able to use it against not only you guys, but them as well. And like, they're just lying. They're just liars. This whole government is just trash.
The robot
One
just
researcher
posted.
shows that there's good aliens and bad aliens. There's aliens that are controlling, and there's aliens that are respect free will. And if you read that passage in the Bible that I just posted, it's in Revelations chapter 12.
That's right.
It kind of shows you like that the stories of Star Wars and stuff like that is pretty much real. And what we have on this planet is the secret societies and the dark government that you speak about are in cahoots with the controlling aliens, the Reptilian, Draco, and Orion factions. And, it's kind of shit, but at the same time, there's a lot of good aliens out there too that are willing to help us. But they don't, because they respect free will, they don't want to just rock up, like come here and do it without our permission. So, like, enough people need to learn the truth and wake up to it, and then we can actually ask for help as a species. And I think that's when we can actually start getting on our feet again.
Now, see,
Okay.
with me, I kind of run a different direction on there. Like, everybody like wants to set these aliens, supposed aliens, if they do or don't exist, it's not my concern. Okay, but what they want to do is they want to make them out like they're these noble races because they're so much evolved. They have to be freaking good people, right? And no, they don't. You know what I mean? There's no guarantee that any kind of alien race is sophisticated and spiritual, and the only people who think that are people who are sophisticated and spiritual. You know what I mean? It's kind of...
Look at Star Wars. I mean, it's gonna be a shit show out there in the galaxy, just like it is here on Earth. You know, like the Hermetic idiom is like, as above, so below.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
What if I
sure
put you
they
in
have it.
captivation and hid your existence for years? Are you going to be peaceful with me when you finally figure out a way to break free from my nonsense? You're going to be pissed off. And if you're really smart, hold on. If you can evolve, we evolve, right? And you can develop. So what if they have been communicating with outside, even within being in captivation, and they've been in captivity and they're able to communicate with people, or there are people that are not in captivity, and what's stopping them from attacking? Like, maybe they were once friendly, but then we ruin that. But look, alien by definition just means a foreigner, especially one who is not a naturalized citizen of the country where they are living. Like, an alien is okay, and I'm gonna even go further to the etymology, because alien by definition, we're not even using it right, because we're aliens. I'm not from here. I mean, I'm from here now, but I mean, this is like...
Where are you from?
Mars.
Where you from, Karma?
From Mars. No, I'm just joking. But I'm just saying, like, no one started in America. Our families did not start here. Like, from what I know, my family did not start here. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the etymology for alien, because strange or foreign.
Another thing you got to look at, there's other ufologists too who believe that they've been here all along. As a matter of fact, when you were talking about us evolving, they believe that they were responsible for us evolving. That's where we became intelligent.
No, well, see, that's bogus. I heard that too, because supposedly the creation came down and gave us infinite amount of knowledge. You look at
the time period that humans have been on this planet. Okay, like, all the advancement that we've done is like a blink of the eye when you compare how much time we've been on this planet. All right, like, it's amazing.